Hello everyone. Today's story is about Jack Ma, the man who went from being a poor boy in China who failed many exams and was rejected from dozens of jobs, even from KFC, to becoming the founder of Alibaba, one of the biggest e-commerce companies in the world. It's the journey of someone who had no money, no special connections, and no technical skills, but who refused to give up, no matter how many times life told him no. It's a story of failure, courage, and believing in your dream until the world believes in it too. Ask ChatGPT. The story of Jack Ma is not just the story of one man. It is the story of hope, failure, persistence, and the belief that no matter how many times life says no to you, you can still keep going until you hear a yes. Jack Ma, whose real name is Ma Yun, was born in China and rose to become one of the most famous businessmen in the world. He founded Alibaba, one of the biggest e-commerce companies ever, and became a symbol of never giving up on your dreams. But before he was famous, before the billions of dollars, before the big stages and speeches, Jack Ma was just a small boy from a poor family who faced rejection over and over again. His life is proof that failure is not the end. It is only the beginning. Jack Ma was born on September 10, 1964, in Hangzhou, a city in Zhejiang Province, China. Hangzhou today is a modern and busy city, but in the 1960s, it was still a small and quiet place. Jack's family was poor, and they had no connections to powerful people. His parents were traditional Chinese musicians and storytellers. They did not earn much money, and the family lived in a simple home. Jack was a thin boy, not very tall, and he did not have the looks or the physical strength that made people notice him. But inside, he had something far more important: curiosity. From an early age, Jack was curious about the world outside his small city. He wanted to learn about other countries, other people, and how the world worked. This curiosity became stronger when, in 1972, U.S. President Richard Nixon visited Hangzhou. The visit made the city famous, and soon, more tourists began coming to see its beauty. Jack, only a young boy then, noticed something important. Foreigners spoke a different language, English, and if he could learn it, maybe he could talk to them and learn about their lives. Jack Ma was determined, but there was a problem. His family could not afford English classes, and there was no internet to learn from in those days. So he found another way. Every morning, Jack woke up early, got on his bicycle, and rode for about 40 minutes to a hotel where foreign tourists stayed. He would offer them free tours of the city just so he could practice English. For 9 years he did this. Imagine a boy waking up at dawn every day for years just to talk to strangers, for no money, just for the chance to learn. The tourists liked him, and one Australian family became close friends with him. They even invited him to visit Australia later, which opened his eyes to a much bigger world beyond China. Even though Jack loved learning English, school was not easy for him. In fact, he failed many times. He was not good at math, and he failed important exams twice in primary school, 3 times in middle school, and twice when trying to enter university. In China at that time, these exams were very important, and failing them could mean you would never get a good job. But Jack did not stop trying. After several failures, he finally passed and got into Hangzhou Normal University, where he studied English. University life was a turning point for Jack. He became the head of the student union and learned leadership skills. His English improved so much that he became a teacher after graduating in 1988. Jack loved teaching. He earned only $12 a month, but he enjoyed inspiring his students. Still, deep down, he felt that teaching alone was not enough. He wanted to do something bigger, something that would connect China to the world. But before he found that big thing, Jack faced more rejections. He applied for 30 different jobs and was rejected every single time. When KFC opened in Hangzhou, 24 people applied for jobs. 23 got hired. Jack was the only one rejected. He even applied to be a police officer and was told he was not suitable. These rejections could have broken his spirit, but Jack had a different attitude. Every no only made him more determined to find the yes he needed. The internet changed everything. In 1995, Jack visited the United States to help a Chinese company recover money from an American business partner. While in the US, he used the internet for the first time. He searched for beer and found results from many countries, but none from China. This surprised him. Then he searched for China, and again, no results. At that moment, Jack saw a huge opportunity. He thought, if I can bring Chinese businesses to the internet, they can reach the world. Jack returned to China with a dream. He gathered his friends in his apartment and talked to them about building an online business directory for Chinese companies. The idea was simple: help Chinese businesses get listed on the internet so foreign buyers could find them. This was the start of his first company, China Pages. But in the 1990s, very few people in China used the internet. Many did not even know what it was. The business struggled, and eventually, Jack had to give it up. Most people would have stopped there, but Jack did not. In 1999, he invited 17 friends to his apartment again. He spoke with passion about creating a company that would help small businesses sell products online. This time, the company was called Alibaba. Why Alibaba? Jack liked the story of Alibaba and the 40 Thieves, where the magic words, "Open Sesame," opened a door to treasure. He wanted his website to open the door of global trade for small businesses. Alibaba began with no money, no technology, and no plan other than Jack's belief that small businesses could change the world if they had the right tools. In the beginning, there were no investors. The team worked from Jack's apartment, often late into the night. Jack told them that they were building this company not to get rich, but to make other people rich, and in doing so, they would succeed too. In the early 2000s, Alibaba started to grow. It attracted the attention of big companies like SoftBank from Japan, which invested $20 million. But even with money, challenges came. Competitors like eBay entered China, and many thought Alibaba could never win. Jack told his team, "eBay is a shark in the ocean. We are a crocodile in the Yangtze River. If we fight in the ocean, we will lose. But if we fight in the river, we will win." He focused on understanding the needs of Chinese sellers and buyers better than anyone else. Jack's strategy worked. eBay eventually left China, and Alibaba became the leader in Chinese e-commerce. The company expanded into online payments with Alipay, into wholesale trade, and later into retail shopping platforms like Taobao and Tmall. Jack's vision of connecting small businesses to the world was becoming real. But Jack never forgot his failures. He often spoke about them in his speeches. He told young people that he was not smart, not talented in technology, and not physically strong. The only thing he had was the courage to keep trying and the belief that his team could achieve something great together. He believed in customer first, employee second, shareholder third. An unusual idea in business, but one that made Alibaba famous for its customer service. By 2014, Alibaba had grown so big that it was listed on the New York Stock Exchange, raising $25 billion in the largest IPO in history at that time. Jack, the man who could not get a job at KFC, was now one of the richest men in China and one of the most respected entrepreneurs in the world. Even with all his success, Jack remained humble. He said that money was not the goal. His real dream was to make the world better for future generations. In 2019, Jack stepped down as chairman of Alibaba to focus on education, environmental projects, and philanthropy. He wanted to return to the roots of his passion, teaching and inspiring others. Jack Ma's life is filled with lessons for young people. He teaches that failure is not something to fear. It is something to learn from. He shows that you do not need to be the smartest or the strongest to win. You just need to be the one who refuses to give up. From a poor boy in Hangzhou to one of the most influential business leaders in the world, Jack's journey is proof that dreams can come true if you work hard, stay curious, and never stop believing. His story is not just about building a company, it's about building yourself, step by step, through every rejection, every mistake, and every moment when it seems impossible. Jack Ma once said, "Today is hard, tomorrow will be worse, but the day after tomorrow will be sunshine." For Jack, that sunshine came after many years of darkness, and for anyone willing to keep going, it can come for them too. Jack Ma's life reminds us that being ordinary is not a weakness. It can be the start of something great. He failed many times, heard no again and again, and still kept going. What made him different was his heart, deep curiosity, a strong will to learn, and the habit of helping others while building his dream. Success did not come overnight. It came after years of small steps, hard work, and bold choices. If you are young and learning, remember this: mistakes are lessons, not the end. Speak up, try things even when you feel afraid, and use every rejection as a chance to grow. Help others as you climb. Success shared is the most lasting kind. Keep learning, stay kind, and never stop believing that tomorrow can be better than today. In short, be curious, be brave, and keep moving forward. The next big idea could be yours.